As some of you know, the Cox Book Prize is traditionally awarded around the 15th of September, but as luck would have it, Professor Karp and his wife Jessica were expecting, around that day, to receive a much more precious gift than we could ever bestow, their first child. Young Jed Karp is with us tonight, now a little more than a month old. Congratulations to both of you. The recipient of this year's Cox Book Prize was selected by a committee of 6, including Professor David Hackett Fisher of Brandeis University, Executive Director Jack Dwayne Warren Jr., Robert Sherman, Dr. Alexander Preston Russell, and Brian Scott Johnson. The chairman of the committee was Thomas Clifton Eder Jr. It gives me great pleasure to ask Tom to introduce the recipient of the 2013 Cox Book Prize.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce Professor Benjamin L. Karp, the winner of the Society's 2013 Cox Book Prize, for his outstanding book, Defiance of the Patriots, the Boston Tea Party, and the Making of America, published by the Yale University Press in 2010. As chairman of the Book Prize Committee, I can tell you that we had a very competitive field of candidates this triennium. But when the final votes were counted, this was by far the winner. Professor Karp, known as Ben, is an associate professor of history at Tufts University in Somerville, Massachusetts. He received his BA at Yale College and went on to receive a master's and a PhD in history at the University of Virginia. Defiance of the Patriots is his second book. His first came to the attention of the history field with his well-received work, Rebels Rising: Cities and the American Revolution, published in 2007. More recently, the Society staff got to know Ben when he spent a week in our library as one of the 2012 Massachusetts Society of the Cincinnati Fellows. The current focus of his research, which follows logically from his first book, is on the impact of fear and conflict on the lives and loyalties of civilians and soldiers in the era of the American Revolution. Defiance of the Patriots offers a compelling account of one of the most complex and tempestuous episodes in American history. Professor Karp has brought vividly to life the diverse array of people and places around Boston that the Tea Party brought together, and he illuminates how a determined group of New Englanders shook the foundations of the British Empire. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Ben Karp.
Thank you, Mr. Eder. Thank you, everyone. So, our son's full name is Jedediah Robert, and I promise we didn't do this on purpose, but that means he's named after 2 charter members of the Society of Cincinnati, and points to anyone who can name the 2 generals that he'd be named after. There's only one Jedediah and only one Robert. How many people can do it? You guys got to know your Revolutionary War generals. That's right, Connecticut, yeah. And then who's the Robert? Does anyone know? Yeah, Robert Howe of North Carolina. Oh, sure, the librarian knows. That's cheating. That's just cheating. Well, actually, So last year was the second time I was the beneficiary of a fellowship from the Massachusetts Society of the Cincinnati. The first one was one of the first fellowships I ever received as a graduate student back in 2001, 2002 at the Massachusetts Historical Society, one of the first places that I began researching Boston and its role in political mobilization leading up to the Revolution. So I've been aware of the society and grateful for it for the entirety of my history career. And so it's really meaningful to me to be here now and to have met so many of the members and their families, the Cox family in particular. I'm just really grateful for this honor and to be here with you tonight. So with that, let's talk Tea Party. And I'm hoping that these remarks will be short enough that you'll be able to ask questions, because that's always my favorite part. So I'll tell you